Well, it's Wednesday, and I hadn't got the lights on because it makes it makes it look kind of strange behind my head. It make it look kind of bright. But I got on the shirt that says I passed elementary. Yeah, some people I don't think ever got to elementary. I think there's no doubt that it's not just my thinking. I mean there's not a shadow of a doubt that if Jesus of Nazareth told the truth, and I'm sure he did, that people have been converted and they done been made twice the son of hell they were before. Now, I'm not here today to explain how somebody could be twice the son of hell as they were before. But somebody has done something wrong. And I mean, I'm 70 years old, but I passed elementary. Now, I'm not going to say when I passed elementary. I'm just saying I've gotten past the elementary things. There's some elementary things that you're supposed to learn in your becoming of a Christian. In other words, if somebody tells you, I want you to become a whatever, or let's just say, since I could, use this one pretty good, I really want you to become a Methodist. And if you will become a Methodist, you won't be a Baptist. Duh, folks, it's kind of obvious. If somebody becomes a Methodist, they won't be a Baptist. They won't be a Baptist any more than a Baptist is a Methodist. But I mean, we got this and we got that. And in this town where I live, I have said before, we have a Methodist church and a Baptist church. And I personally am pretty sure that neither one of the pastors is going to ask me to preach for them. I'm just sure that they're not going to ask me to preach for them. I mean, they get paid every month, and they get paid to preach, and I know they don't want me to preach to them. So I don't go down there expecting to preach. I am at my Father's house, and as you can see, I can preach right here. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm preaching. And some people need to understand that the Bible is not that difficult of a book. Some way or another, people's got it in their mind, that's the mind right here, that the Bible is a difficult book. Well, folks, if you finish the 10th grade, you won't have a whole lot of difficulty with the Bible until you run into somebody that says, I'm real smart in the Bible, and I can teach you. Folks, I want you to ask them how did they get smart in the Bible. That's what I want to know. Smart in the Bible. And they're going to tell you, well, I went to Bible school. I've got the papers to prove it. You don't need papers to prove that you can read English. And I've got a good English Bible, and it's got English words in it, and they're not that hard to understand. Well, at least not for me at 70 years old. I'm not having difficulty, reading the Bible. It's not that difficult. If you read English and you understand English, it's not that difficult. But today is Wednesday, and some people are having difficulty understanding that everything that you hear may not be the truth. And I mean, I used to go to school, and they would have a magician come in, and I would swear that fellow was pulling rabbits out of a hat. And sometimes he'd come out with a bird, and then he'd let that bird go where and sit on something else. I mean, that was amazing to me. But how somebody can, take a Bible and convince you to believe something like we're all sinners and Jesus died for all the sinners and he went to hell in all the sinners' place. Well, if all that was true, then no sinner would have a problem today. It would all be taken care of by Jesus' dying and going to hell. Jesus didn't die for you or me to go to hell. He died so his Father could raise him from the dead. And I'm waiting for his Father to send him back to earth. I mean, folks, seriously. Do y'all know what seriously means? I am seriously trying to get you to get this. People who can read the Bible can read Jesus instructed his disciples to pray this way. Now, I don't care which Bible you get. When you turn to the right chapter and to the right verses, it says Jesus instructed his disciples to pray. Now, I'm just going to go over it with you because it's not that long. He said, when you pray, this is how you pray. You can say, or you say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, folks, that's not complicated. But just think about what you just asked God to do. You ask for his kingdom to come on earth and be done. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now that can't be too difficult. And then Jesus went on and said, this is what you say, give me this day my daily bread. Folks, daily bread does not come out of an oven. I mean, daily bread comes out of an oven at the bread factory. But this bread that you're asking for is what you're really asking for is asking your Father in heaven to give you instructions for today. I mean, one time Jesus said, I have bread to eat that you don't know anything about. Well, what he meant was his Father had given him his daily bread, and he was simply doing what his Father wanted him to do. So when you ask your Father for daily bread, that means you're asking him to give you instructions. Give me this day my daily bread. And then be sure to tell him, lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be praying to your Father in heaven. And if you're not praying that to your Father in heaven, then you're simply not, doing what Jesus said you should do. And that's just a fact. Yes, folks, that's a fact. And